Hello and welcome to another video in our series on clause elements. This one's focusing on the complement element. If you don't know or aren't familiar with subjects, verbs and objects, you will need to know from an element point of view what these are before being able to understand this video. So please do look over other videos and make sure you know what they are before having a look at the information on this. So what can be a complement? Well, a noun phrase can be a complement. So in this instance they are pupils. The pupils is describing what they are, therefore it's complementing the subject there. It is a wooden table. What is it? Well, it's a wooden table, therefore it is complementing the subject, so it's a subject complement. Adjectives and adjective phrases can be a complement. He is ready. Ready is describing him, therefore again it's a subject complement. The mob were incredibly angry. The phrase incredibly angry is describing the mob, therefore it's a subject complement. Pronouns, they can be a subject complement as well. That is it. What is that? Well, it's it. Might be a strange sentence, but it is a sentence nevertheless, and it complements what that is. This is her, and her is complementing this. In this instance, the subject complement. And some subordinate clauses can also be complements. So that is what I said. What I said is describing what that is. Therefore, it's complementing that, and it's a subject complement. Okay, probably noticed there that I said subject complement a lot. So that's the first type of complement, and the way we annotate or notate this is by a C and a small s down to the side, and that is because that particular complement complements the subject of the sentence. So to identify this, it usually follows a verb, and the verb is usually in the form of to be, so like is, was, were, are. So let's just have a look at a few examples of that. So they are teachers. Teachers is describing what they are, therefore it's a complement. He was old. She is alive. They were successful. All those are describing the subject, therefore they are subject complements. And the verbs down the middle are all a form of the verb to be. So just at the side, I've just done a quick SVO versus SVC. So subject, verb, object, virtually subject, verb, complement. I'm just going to point out, if it was they kicked the teachers, that would be a subject, verb, object. And that is because the action is acted upon onto the teachers. Therefore, they'd be the object of that sentence. But in this sentence, because of the verb is are, it is describing the they. So it is a subject verb complement. A lot of people start, well, especially at the beginning, go, oh well, the teacher is an object, therefore it's a subject verb object. It isn't. Teachers is using to describe the they in this instance. Okay, so for a subject complement, it doesn't always have to be a form of to be. It can be linked with a copular verb. So a copular verb, it doesn't mean it's not a difficult term. Don't get confused by it. It just means a verb which directly links the complement meaning with the subject. So he appears happy. Appears links the fact that he is happy, so happy describes him. You will remain silent. Basically, if you can work out that the last word is describing the subject, and in the middle it isn't a form of to be, then it is a copular verb. So it's just a verb that links the complement and the subject together. It turned cold. Okay, moving on. So all those were describing the subject or complementing the subject. These are now complementing the object. A little bit rarer. Well, no, actually, much rarer, the object complement. They usually follow a direct object, so you should know what that is if you've looked at the object element video. So he made his friend furious. The friend is described as furious, therefore it's not him that's furious. So furious doesn't complement the object. Sorry, the subject. It complements the object, which is the friend. So that is an object complement. The boss made her assistant manager. The boss is an assistant manager. It doesn't complement the subject. She is the assistant manager. So it complements her. Okay, so that is the object complement. And that is everything for complements. So what I suggest you do is you have a look at some sentences, maybe try and write a few, play about with some sentences, see if you can write a few examples with subject complements using the form of to be, subject complements using copular verbs, and some object complements, although you'll probably find that trickier. The best thing to do is write an SVO sentence and then see if you can extend it by using an object complement. Okay, thank you very much.